Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. Texas A&M, our brother from the same state. Um, let's see. Before I get started, I do want to say I think Bobby Petrino is such a heck of a he's a really good addition to Texas A&M's offense, the offensive coordinator. And I do think Jimbo Fisher is going to let him run the offense simply because he wants to win a championship. He wants to win more games. And most importantly, he wants to earn his respect back. People laughed at him, including me, about him losing so many games and basically underachieving with a lot of players that are really good players. So let's dive into this schedule. They start the season with New Mexico at home. They should win that game, no problem. And then they have to go to Miami. I've already done a Miami season prediction on this game. I picked them to lose to Miami. Now I think Texas A&M is a better team than Miami. I think they'll be better coached, slightly better coached. I think that the SEC is better than the ACC in terms of physicality, among other things in football, like talent, all the other things. But because Miami already has a lot of elite talent of their own, and because Cristobal is in year two, where he can work with his own players and enforce his own philosophy more and everything, and because this game is being played in Miami, I have Miami pulling off a big victory over the Aggies. From here on, you're going to see a string of wins for A&M. Bunch of home games. Louisiana Monroe, that's a big win for Texas A&M. They play Auburn after that. That will be a really good football game. I think Auburn will lose this game because it's at Texas A&M. I've already done the Auburn season prediction as well. I think A&M wins this game. Now I'm going to put a circle around this Auburn game because Auburn is a dangerous opponent for Texas A&M. For the last several years, this game has been very, very competitive with a bad Auburn team. Still, this game's in Aggie land, so I got Texas A&M. But a touchdown or less, maybe 5 points or less. It'll be really competitive, really good defensive game here. Arkansas and Dallas, the Cotton Bowl. I actually think Texas A&M wins this game. They're not going to have to rely on strictly defense. I think they'll have enough offense. And here's the thing, Arkansas is a really good football team. I think they're getting better. But I think A&M has better talent. I think because of Petrino coming in to run the offense, and I think that offense will be better. I think they should win this football game as well. And then they play Alabama at home. I think Alabama wins this game. I think A&M will just be out. I don't want to say out coached, but I do think that Nick Saban is still a better coach than Jimbo. There's that rivalry there now because they both have run their mouth back and forth for the last 2 years. So I think, and the last time Alabama went to Texas A&M, A&M managed to win this game. So I'm pretty sure that's in the back of Nick Saban's head, and he really wants to beat his old assistant again. That's a rivalry now, so because of the coaches, not the players, but yeah. And now Texas A&M will go to Tennessee. I think I picked Texas A&M to win this game. Did I? Tennessee, Michigan. Get my season predictions here written down. Can't find it. No. They lose to Texas A&M. I have Texas A&M winning this game. Should be a really good game, but I don't think Tennessee's going to have the defense to play with Texas A&M. That defense is going to need some serious work. So, yeah. And then, get my papers sorted out. And then they play South Carolina at home. Coming off a big win over Tennessee, over a team that won the Orange Bowl last year. I think Texas A&M, and at this point in the year, I think Texas A&M is going to take South Carolina lightly. They're going to think, well, they were the better team last year. They should have won. Again, I expect South Carolina to be pretty darn good this year. I expect Shane Beamer to keep taking that program in the right direction. I think they'll have another winning season. So for some reason, I have Texas A&M losing. Here's the thing: South Carolina is nowhere near as talented as Texas A&M, but they're a good team. They find ways to win games that they shouldn't be winning. Shane Beamer's been doing that. You guys can ask North Carolina in the Mayo Bowl. You can ask Kentucky about that last year. You can ask Texas A&M about this game. You can also ask Clemson about this game, and Tennessee on top of that. So another big win for South Carolina, and Texas A&M loses. And then you go to Ole Miss. I think they lose another game here. I think Ole Miss is a better team. Not better team, but I think they're more. I don't think they're better, but because there's games at Ole Miss, I got Ole Miss. I don't know. And then they host Mississippi State. Mississippi State has beaten Jimbo Fisher quite a few times. Not this year. No air raid offense. No Mike Leach. Rest in peace to him, by the way. No problem. And then they play ACU at home. They should win that game. And then I have them losing on the road at LSU. Should be a really good football game. That's a talent fest right there. I really think the winner of this game, possibly if Alabama doesn't play good this year, the winner of this game can decide the winner of the West and whoever plays Georgia in the SEC title game. So I have A&M being 7-5 this year. That's worst case. Best case, they beat South Carolina. They mess around and beat Miami. They could be 9-3 at best. So yeah, I have Texas A&M going 7-5.